you drink, the more English you become. I did take a DNA test a few months ago, and it came back that I was 100% awesome, but also 50% British. So
50.
yeah, nearly 50. I was from Scotland, Ireland, Wales, and some other countries. So I'm just calling
Wow.
it British.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Apologies to all over there. But yeah, that's 50% Norwegian, 50% Scandinavian, 50% British, and also 5% Finnish, which I will
Interesting.
be if this next game will continue for another hour. But
You'll be
yeah,
finished.
yeah, I will be finished.
That's funny. Well, that's fun, man. So you did one of those things where you get tested, uh, and I think at least here in the States they call it like Ancestry.com or something. And you pay like 100 something bucks, and they mail you back like a thing, and it tells you the percentages. I think for Asian people, I'll speak for Asian people since I'm Korean. It's a waste of money for us because it'll tell us that we're 99% Asian. So at least you have the fun mystery of it coming back, at least somewhat interesting. But that's cool. So I'm gonna have to think of a different nickname for you. Right now, I have you as the Viking, but who knew that you were only 50%?
Yeah, but that what makes me Viking. My ancestors made the trip over and
Oh,
pillaged
that's
and
right.
villaged,
That's right. That's right.
so I'm probably half monk as well. I don't know. Okay, enough chit chat, guys. Let's jump into the grand finals.
All
So
right.
if you guys are ready, we are.
Yeah, I think everyone's ready. Get into it. All right, we got Bonyth, Polish champion, the Emperor himself. Bonyth spawning top right in the grand finals on Sparkle game 1. Red. Ally Sziky, the Zerg Barbarian, the All-Star, #1 foreign Zerg. Red spawning bottom left Sparkle finals.
And in the top left corner, we have Itsu, the #1 Czech Republic Zerg. And in the bottom right, we have Wave, the second best Norwegian Protoss, right after Oystein. Sorry, Wave, sorry. A little banter there, just a little bit banter.
Dude, so he does the gas first, and then he cuts the probe and makes the gate. So the gate is actually a little bit slower than the normal gate, but not much slower. But the gas is so much faster, but he's down a probe. So it's like a give and take from an economic standpoint, but his tech is up so much faster, and then he has that much more gas.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see how Bonnet plays it out. Like I've been
I love
seeing a
this
lot
build
of
from Wave.
people doing the gas
Yep.
drone and the cancel to get the hatchery faster, like the 11 hatchery with the drone cancel. But you don't really get the hatchery that much faster if you just do a normal build. So I'm not sure if this helps Wave or if, but like you said, Wave has 100 more gas right now. But it all comes down to the micro and unit composition.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. It's less about the speed of the core, more about the gas bank, right? Like that core is the same timing. That's a good point. I will say Izu is mining the gas slower than Sziky. So that's Izu right there in blue. That's Sziky right there in red. So red Zerg is gonna have a faster layer and is gonna have more gas than Izu. That's the situation, at least what it's presenting right now. I believe it's a 9-pool versus a lower pool. I could be wrong. But I
I'm not sure.
believe
I have
it's
to,
a.
see the layer timing of Itsu has a faster layer timing, so you might be
Oh,
right
is
that it is.
okay.
But Itsu squeezed out an extra drone, and he's taking the. No, yeah, he's taking the third
Going
gas,
for
and
third. Yep.
he made two Sterling, so he wants the main gas.
Huh.
Oh, double Stargate from Wave.
Fast Stargate here.
and 1 from Bonyth with the +1 attack.
Right.
But like you said, Wave had a gas advantage, and he even has 4 on the gas. I'm not sure if that's needed, but...
Huh, so very curious. So Wave is actually not punching +1, maybe because he wants to line up the gas for 2 Corsair as soon as that second Stargate's done. Yeah, he can't even afford the +1 until now. Right now, he can afford it. But he paused on it because he wanted to get the 2 Corsairs up and going right away. So now he's continuing to not make the +1, so he's gonna make the third and fourth Corsair that much faster. Izu has a fast layer, faster Corsair, faster Muta. I wonder if they're going for a timing here. And then the question is, are they gonna go Bonyth? And then Bonyth, yeah, look at this timing from the... I think they're going for a timing here. I love this timing from
both
Wave.
swords are losing an Overlord each.
Yep. But now he's threatening 2-1 to Bonyth, and this layer timing from or spire timing from Izu. Yeah, so now it's gonna be 2-2, but then there's a third and fourth coming that are in the middle of the map. Bonyth is gonna escape with his life, going for the OV. Oh, Bonyth can't engage here.
Yeah, he doesn't know that the third and the fourth are coming, so he needs to be careful. Now he knows, and he's trying to micro. Oh.
He's going for it. Wave is going for it. He needs to pick it off.
This
wow, Bonyth is shooting the one in the middle. Bonyth is insane shooting the one in the middle, but wow.
Look at it, like 1 HP or something, but he saves the Overlord. I maybe forgot about. Oh!
Wave needs to be careful.
Yeah, Bonyth has a cannon, has a Dragoon, and he even target out the one that was injured. And now, but Itzu remember that the Overlord did not die, so he's going for it.
Right.
And Itzu has a drone extra. Now Sziky is supply blocked.
Yep, exactly.
I'm liking the opening from the blue team that I'm taking the air advantage.
Yep.
Which they lost versus Kenzie in T21. I think they might have grown some experience from it and realizing the importance of dominating air. And Sziky might even be in trouble right now.
He's in trouble. He is in trouble. Absolutely in trouble. This timing from blue is very fast. This is a double Stargate timing. Now, Wave is going to isolate this. He's going to chase out Sziky. Izu, just in a one-on-one situation, picking off all the drones here. Scourge being morphed.
And the mutants are so damaged as well. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Up, but he's down to
so much damage.
Drones.
So much damage.
He needs to be careful. Do not take too much damage.
Yep. Now here comes Bonyth here, but Bonyth is being chased here from Scourges. Bonyth doesn't have the critical numbers. He might have the +1 advantage.
What is it? Is it like 5 Corsairs with +1 equals 7 Corsairs?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
I'm not forgotten all trades.
Yeah, look at that.
And 7 jumping. They know that Sziky doesn't have the number.
Yeah.
Force dead. And now we can kill off the Spire as well. They should get this. Yeah, that's. Okay,
that's Zurich right there.
Yeah, Sziky can afford a drone.
He can't afford an Ovi.
No, that's right.
Right? He's got the +1 upgrade. Could cancel that, but for all intents and purposes, he is done. Now, Bonyth does have second face up with second gas running, but this is a lot of Corsair from Wave. Wave is going to win this fight. Oh my god, the Corsairs are falling asleep. They fell asleep.
Do you think this, like, not to underestimate Itzu and Wave, they've been playing a lot together and improving a lot, and they're great players, both of them. But do you think maybe Sziky and Bonyth, like, knowing who they are, they might be taking a little bit easy? Like, coming into the first game, like, Muta here.
No, Bonyth and Sziky, they're not ones to underestimate. I think this map in particular, I mean, you nailed it right on the head. There's a GG right there. Sziky calls the GG. Bonyth, I think, is going to continue. Arguably, something that he should think about. Like he knew he doesn't have the Corsair count, but you nailed it on the head earlier. the fact that Izu and Wave are coming from a series, and I don't know the amount of time lapse between this grand finals match and their match against TT1 and Kenzie, but that Sparkle game and then the game after it, that amount of experience definitely is playing a role into how they're playing their life. I mean, look at how coordinated they are. This Corsair battle. Wow, look at this Corsair count from.
They're playing so much braver as well. They're like
confident.
Going for it. Like yeah, we can do it. There's a lot of scorchers. Yeah. Now Bonyth even going to realize that this is it. And Wave and Itsu taking the first game. I don't know about you, JIRAIYA, but I'm actually surprised.
You know, I will say they were the hottest team heading into the loser bracket final. In terms of the team that they had to beat. They had to beat me and Rancor, and they came back from a 0-2 deficit, I think, in that series. Or they were down at one point, but they came back. And then they played a series against Andy and Biggie where they played flawlessly. I think it was a 3-0 series. And in that series is where I was like, wow, these guys came to play, and these guys are the real deal. And they just showed it right there. On that map, I think, again, what you said was perfect. That experience they got in those games, they carried over there. They had intent, they had a plan, and that timing, the double Stargate, the early gas, the cutting of the probe just to do that, the gas timing, it all matched up. And those numbers compile. Once they killed those two Overlords from Sziky, it just spiraled out of control. And I think their experience, it just played phenomenally in that game, and the execution was perfect, like flawless. Really, it was. I really like that plan there.
I think if we're gonna end up with another series like we had with Wave and Itsu and TT1 and Kenzie, we might end up sending Zero to the hospital again, because we do not have 2 or 3 hours left in us, and the longer the games go on, I know the lesser I will get to sleep. But when the games are so good, we can sleep tomorrow. Yeah, and the second game is ready already, so let's just jump into it and see what you got in store for us.
All right, let's go. Let's get into it. Okay, we got the Emperor himself, Bonyth, red, Protoss, spawning in the top left position. This is Neo Luna. Looks like Bonyth and Sziky chose Neo Luna. This is going to be Sziky, Zerg, spawning in the top right position. So they got the top.
And we have the bottom right, we have Wave playing as the brown Protoss, and his ally playing as the orange Zerg. We have Itsu in the bottom left. Did you notice what Sziky did with this drone?
No, what did he do? I missed it.
You know that you have the top right mineral on the right side of each basis. If you click C, pick cargo, it goes in a smarter path to deliver the mineral to the hatchery.
Yeah. Oh, you call that boosting the drone?
Yeah, boosting. He did the boosting, and there's so many players not using it. And you can see this move from Itsu, pulling the larvas to the left.
Yep.
It surprises me every time I look at the stream, a Zerg player, especially a Zerg player, not using that trick. Yeah,
I feel the same way. I mean, like, you should be able to pull every single larva. So in this spot for Sziky in the top right position, you're saying that top mineral patch, he's pressing C to make the AI more efficient on the return path. Okay, there you go.
Look at that. Look how fast
it is. Right there. Yep. Now, what does that do for the pull timing? Does it shave a couple of seconds? What are we talking about here?
Oh, you're asking the top questions. I think if 12 pool were bad or in the chat, he might answer it. But as we mentioned before in our previous cast, but we can see on overpool from Itsu, and we see on a 9 pool from Sziky, and we see Bonyth doing a great job with his probe.
Yeah, that's a Bonyth probe identified.
Sziky, he pulled off gas.
Yeah, he's massing here. So Sziky, this is a 9 pool, or rather an overpull mass. And Izu is going for the layer first. He looks like he made 2 lings, 4 lings, accompanied with this a colony in which they know about. So, so we'll see what Sziky can get done with the mass play, in which Wave is responding with Zealots.
I like this play from Itsu. He's making the sunken just to make sure he doesn't die to any shenanigans.
Right.
Wave were on top of the Zerglings, so he knew the count. He kind of draw the attention towards him, so that gives Itsu a lot of time.
Yep. Now Izu does have 2 lings sort of hiding outside the Protoss' natural. They're going to continue to put the pressure on. Sziky looking to make sure there aren't. Izu is going to have to be careful with these lings, making the Spire, but he's only got 1 sunken behind this. Ziky's going to have the speed advantage. Bonyth is pushing here with Zealots as well. So here comes Izu going into Bonyth's mineral line. At the same time, he's making the 2nd sunken, and here comes Wave with his Zealots in the middle of the map. But Izu's lings are going to get caught in Bonyth's mineral line. They're going to attack Izu here.
Yeah, Itsu realizing the danger, and you can see how beautiful these sunken placements are, but Sziky is targeting down the drones, and the fewer drones you have, the less mutas you will have to make. So I think when Bonyth and Sziky sync up with their Zerglings and their Dragoon timing.
Now Wave is launching
an undetected counterattack from Wave.
Yep. So big counter here, Zero, if we can pan over to this. Yep, so this is where all the action is. 2 goons will come out here from Bonyth. And you know Bonyth is going to be able to micro those for days. More pylons being made here, but Wave needs to micro these Zealots with perfection. Because each second...
He doesn't have speed Zerglings, so he can't come out as well. And he has so few... He actually has 2 drones more than Sziky. What's Sziky doing?
Yeah, well, Sziky is just continuing to mass on this, but Bonyth keeping both goons alive, which is pivotal, but this is the time that Izu needs to get his mutas up and out. He needs to get his that Zealot kind of spazzing out there. Probe's doing a good job of kind of stunting it, but mutas are being made here. That gave good time for Izu to get those mutas up, but you gotta wonder, was it enough? That was 5 Zealots, 4 Zealots, probably 5 Zealots. Killed the pylon, maybe killed 2 probes, something like that. Bought some time, killed a couple of lings, but this is the control that the mass play is going to have. So Sziky going for the 2-hatch mass style is going to have a lot of units on the map, and Izu going for the 1-hatch muta, it's going to take some time for those mutas to get up to count where it's, you know, a little bit more formidable. So right now he's going to carve down what he can, but this puts a lot of pressure onto Izu. He's only got 2 sunkens.
Yeah, and against this composition, the Sunkens are not in a favorable position because the Dragoons can just pick up the hatchery. And that's why I think this play from Bonyth and Sziky is so strong. And I actually prefer seeing Sziky playing the mass style versus the fast muta style.
Right.
Because when you're allying Bonyth, what you want is getting Bonyth in a favored position.
Right.
Just let him take a base, let him grow big, or do whatever you want. Just support him.
Yep.
And you know that Bonyth will survive for days.
Yeah. And with 9 pool, you do just that, right? 9 pool mass.
Yeah, and you can see right now, Wave, I don't think Wave have the range on his Dragoons.
Huh. That's a lot of lings. I would like to see the mutas attack the lings in the back. Ooh, cannons coming up here, though.
Bonyth realizing the problem is he has cannons.
Yeah.
Sziky at one point he was down to 4 drones because he had to make the sport because he wasn't sure how many mutas Itsu was making. But I believe that in mirror matchups like Protoss versus Zerg, you don't really need mass mutas fast. It's all about the Zerglings and get the map awareness.
Yeah, Izzy. Oh man, Sziky doing a really good job keeping that over alive, knowing that Wave can change his tech. That's the last building that Izzy has. If that dies, those 2 mutas are going to be out of commission. A lot of lings here for Sziky. I think DTs are on the way, right? He took a different path. Are there no
I think
DTs? Okay,
Wave is
GG.
going DTs. What?
Scout.
Well, oh, look at that poor scout. He's even in range to kill the drones, but the AI is too stupid.
All right, well, Bonyth and Sziky are gonna take game 2. You know, very much how Bonyth and Sziky go, right? Like very dominant. They win the micro battles. So a strong response there from our incumbent champions. We'll see what Wave and Izu choose
as well. 1-1-1.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So we'll see what Wave and Izu choose for game number 3 in this series here, tied up at 1-1. All right, we're gonna have a fighting spirit here for game 3. Series is tied 1-1 in the grand finale here at BSL 2 vs 2 season 2. All right, we got Izu spawning top right, red Zerg, Czech Republican, All-Star. And his ally, Wave, Norwegian, Protoss, red, top left. So they're top.
And at the bottom left, we have Bonyth, like we said, the Emperor, and his ally. On the bottom right, we have Sziky, one of the greatest Zergs out of Korea. And you can see some shenanigans going on from the red team. I think maybe they realize that Sziky and Bonyth are quite strong individuals. So they were going to pull some magic out of their hat to maybe regain the lead in this series. So they're opening for, I believe it's not a 9 pool from Itzu, is it? His gas was quite late, but
yeah, the gas was a
like
little bit late. Yeah, they're both 9 pool. Yeah, the Zergs are mirrored, and the Protosses in theory will be mirrored too. It's just Wave is gonna have less probes. He's gonna have a slower second, faster second gate. Okay.
I do like this. Like doing this, the key is either you have to block the Zerg player or completely kill him. I like the option of blocking him.
Yeah.
So you can play 2 versus 1 versus the other player.
And then control the beat.
Yeah, so you don't let Bonyth come out with the south and do damage at Wave. So I prefer just to keep him at bay and hold him, and then Wave. No, sorry, Itzu can even go layer behind this if they block Sziky.
Right.
But,
now,
like
one thing to counter all that. Oh man, Sziky getting completely lost. Just starting to get his head in the game. He thought his ramp was to the left. Sziky could also, to counter all this, is to make a colony, which he is right now. Beautifully done here from Sziky. So what this does is give him freedom. Right, those 2 links need to go back. Yep, and then he has to make the sunken. But those 6 links, and now Bonyth can just focus on just countering Wave. And Sziky should be okay, but this is kind of close.
No, they know the sunken is there. They see everything with the Overlord. They should pull back, block him, and they know that Sziky went out. Yeah, Wave just realizing now that we have to pull back.
That's it. This is like chess, right? This checkmate.
And just to protect Sziky a little bit, he did not lose his mind because Bonyth scouted Wave's base and realized it's a proxy gate.
Right.
So Sziky was checking the bottom left corner of his base to see if the proxy gates were in his base.
Yeah, and Sziky was comfortable trading there against Izu because he knows that Bonyth can continue to reinforce this while Wave is limited. Wave can't help himself. Bonyth can just continue to attack Wave. Wave can't help himself. His gateways are not here. So it's up to Izu to save him.
I saw someone type in the chat or was in the forum on Team Liquid that when you face off the previous champions, Bonyth and Sziky, which could
nice micro though,
almost beat any team 2 versus 1 on their own, how do you face them off in a team?
Wait, who are we talking about? Bonyth and Sziky?
Yeah, Bonyth and Sziky, because they're such great 1v1 players that they can nearly beat any team 1v2.
Oh, Sziky breaking out with the drone drill. Oh man, this is gonna force Izu to pull back, and now Bonyth is one-on-oneing Wave. Wave is still naked at home. If Izu loses this fight, Wave is... Okay, that's close. Nice micro from both players. Oh. Wow. Now Wave being forced to fall back towards Izu. Now Izu can't... towards Sziky. Now Sziky can't die. He does only have one sunken though, but Bonyth has a clear objective, and that's just to kill Wave, right? Like and Sziky is just don't die, right? Like it becomes very simple. Whereas Wave and Izu have a lot of things they have to do here.
Yeah, and that's why I prefer Sziky going the mass Zergling style, because Sziky doesn't really have the 2 versus 2 experience that Bonyth has, and
yeah,
the most of the games where I myself have beaten Bonyth and Sziky is when Sziky is going mutas, because he's relying too much on his micro, which is out of this world, of course. But I prefer when he's doing mass Zerglings and taking map control. Like I mentioned earlier, the key is to make Bonyth undeadable and just let him grow. And like you see now, the red team can't do anything.
Yeah, if you're gonna put pressure on Sziky, it's gonna be it's a tall order. Yeah, now Sziky is free. Just tough spot here. I think they had the right idea, but like I said, the hard counter to what you would have done in this spot, which is contain the Zerg, is what Sziky did, which is plant the sunken and then just forget about it. In order to counter that counter, Izu needed to match Ziki's lings and chase him, so that Wave doesn't die. But then if he does that, then you're forcing a Bonyth and Sziky fight against just Izu, because Wave is busy just trying to contain. Now here comes a big engagement here. Yeah, Ziki's gonna have less. Now getting caught. Nice pickoff here from Izu. This is the type of pickoff you need. Now, with only one sunken, Sziky could be dead here.
Yeah, that's a lot of red coming down, and more cells as well.
That's a lot of red.
But there's a great evolution chamber. It's blocking, and...
Oh, they have to go. They have to go.
Yeah, Sziky is buying time. They're waiting for the probes, but I don't think the probes is going to be...
The probes is not it. They have to go. They have to go when they have the advantage.
Look at this. The sunken is the perfect. The pool is in the perfect position, but the one sunken goes down pretty fast. But the evolution chamber keeping Sziky alive, and Bonyth behind for the rescue.
Bonyth is right there already. He's got plenty of zealots here to take up some of that DPS. Yeah.
We need to kill the drones. We need to kill the... GG.
GG.
Such a close game, really. But like I said, I would option to block Sziky. But they saw he moved out with 6 Zerglings. So what Wave should do is to go straight for the contain, and then help Wave. Really.
Yeah. Yeah, tough game. Tough game.
Yeah.
It's one of those, like, high risk, high reward. That concave that Wave bought into a couple of games ago was one of those situations, and here they went for the proxy. Didn't quite execute as well as the other team, and that's what happened. So, yeah, so the champions are going to take that one. They're going to take the series lead, 2-1 now, heading into, is that right, 2-1?
Yeah, 2-1 to the StarCraft team. I believe Sziky and Bonyth is in the same team.
Yeah, they are. I believe so. Okay, so we got the next map. It's going to be Paradiso. So this will be game number 5. 4. Excuse me. All right, we got Bonyth, the Emperor, Protoss, champion, top left, Fighting Spirit, not Paradiso. Excuse me, again. No, wait, no, this is Paradiso.
It's Paradiso.
Paradiso. Okay. And then Sziky, Zerg, top right. So again, they're going to be at the top.
And at the bottom right corner, we have Wave in the gray white-ish color, and at the bottom left corner we have Itsu fighting for CVT, which stands for Chinese Warriors to the Rescue.
I actually got that. A lot of people probably wouldn't get that, but I got it.
Yeah, that's one of the benefits of as the casters. We can throw some punches.
Izu. Slight adjustment from previous games, going for a 9 hatch here. Bonyth will go ahead and see this, but a 9 hatch is certainly good against a 9 pool mess. So you gotta think maybe that's a hard counter to Sziky, who
prediction is that Sziky is going to do a concave, or they're going to block someone, and Sziky is going to do mute us this game.
Think so?
Yeah,
not the patented 9-pool mess.
Someone said do not change the recipe if it works, but Sziky, he do not like to bake. So I think he's going to do mute us this game.
All right. We'll see if that pans out. I think Sziky is going to continue to do what he does, which is control the map with 9-pool speed. He's going to pull the gas here, so far I'm right, but we'll see if he recognizes the situation, which he does, and continues to make the decision. So what this means is they need to control as much as they can Izu before Izu hits speed. So 9-pool speed is going to have faster speed than 9-hatch speed, but 9-hatch speed is going to have more lings than 9-pool speed. So that's kind of the game. So Bonyth is going to send his Zealots straight to Izu. Izu's going to make his 3 eggs of lings, which he should have money for, but this probe is doing a lot of damage, a lot of harassment here. The mineral intake is not quite optimized, but he's got enough gas. He's got to pull the gas. Wow, that drone is very low.
Yeah. Ooh. Look at the bond effect. Oh, look at that. Did you see, like 30 seconds ago, he pulled 3 or 4 drones against that probe, and
yeah, he still hasn't made speed. He hasn't had the money for it. It just caused so much of a reaction.
Looks like the blue team is catching Itsu in his base, so Itsu is going to have a hard time leaving his base.
He might die right here. He might just die here. Speed is done for Sziky. Now he does trade with the Lings 1-for-1. This is 2 fresh Zealots though. Okay.
And
so speed still not started.
Yeah, I was going to say Itsu has not started in speed, but Wave is making a 3rd gate.
Yeah, Wave is coming for the help here. Izu should just wait. Because speed just started. Yeah. Oh man, Bonyth too smart. Now more reinforcements are coming. He just needs to buy time with these 2 Zealots. He's gonna try to catch one of these. Oh no, Sziky. He's gonna manage to squeeze 2 in. Those 2 are gonna be real.
That's enough to kill the entire drone line.
Yeah. Well, Izu, wow, great defense there from Izu. And pushing. I like this really good response here from Izu and Wave, really playing together here. Now Izu's gonna try to threaten Wave. Wave is sending 3 more Zealots out, but it's gonna get caught. I think they need to push. I think they need to push hard wherever they go. Now Wave needs to be able to deal with this. He's got a sneaky third gateway, but he needs to defend this and get pylon up. Now they're getting caught in the middle. Izu's gonna pull back here. I don't like that decision. Generally, it's not a good decision to pull back like this when you're already so far into enemy side of the map.
Yeah, but I think it's either that or Wave dies because of the pylon went down. Yeah,
the speed just kicked in for Izu. The speed just kicked in. Thankfully, these Lings are not doing much damage onto Wave, so that's good, but...
And I do like Bonyth's build. Nobody does 2 gate into gates or goons better than Bonyth. I think Master Ray even made a thread about it on Team Liquid, with how to like benefit this build. It's like it's a cheat build order, which Bonyth have perfected. So
well, Bonyth has definitely got the bigger supply right now. He's got more probes, he's got more army, and they're right now threatening right outside of his reinforcement line. Now they're starting to pivot towards the right side. Sziky is squeezing Lings out. Might be an opportunity to catch Sziky, I wonder. It's
just
tough to say. They don't know what they don't know, but Wave is getting
yeah,
into position here. Sziky's gonna get caught at Wave's ramp, right? Wave's
that was
good.
it was like a 1 second window. If they went for it, they could have went in.
Yeah.
But now Ziky's Zerglings are in the ramp, making good concave and buying it just enough time.
Now the question is Bonyth help or does he counter? It looks like Bonyth is coming to help. In that case, they have to break up this ramp ASAP, and they have to inflict damage. Every second lost here is a second Bonyth advances, but this is so many links from Sziky from the back. They're trading. They got to overwhelm the front as well. The back, Sziky takes the fight in the back.
He has another another sunken as well in his main, so he's not
he's got a
dead.
sunken in the main. Yeah.
So either you jump on a sunken, you try to kill the drones, and now Bonyth is in the back and helping. So this is a tough position for the red team.
Yeah, Izu is forced to have to engage here, taking the fight he can. Kind of caught in the middle here, but Bonyth retains his army on both sides. He's got an army in front of his base, and he's got an army. He's got DTs out now.
DT already, okay.
Oh, but there's an OV. But is there enough red? I don't know if there's enough red here.
Oh, Bonyth has so much units, and
get up the ramp there. Izu trying to surround this. If they can quickly eat that and then move up. Oh, DT is getting some damage here. Now here comes a fresh army that Bonyth originally sent to Sziky. Sziky has so much mass here as well. Here comes Bonyth with like speed.
I like the unit composition of the blue team right here. They have so much. They have dragoons, they have zealots. EM have speed cells right now, and yeah, it's looking rough. Itsui is even behind on drone count. Sziky droning out now. Kind of planning to the late game.
Oh, DT. One of the DTs got this far. Ovi won't see it. No Robo in sight. No Layer in sight. Layer is probably on the way right now for Izzy, but oh, not even. Not even. So with this DT being here, you got to think as Wave. You got to get your butt over to Bonyth. Got to counter with an OV being in that position. Got to kill that DT too, though. Nice pick off there from Izu.
Yeah, and this is one of the cute things about going DPs, because you don't really anticipate Zerg actually having an Overlord in their own base, because they'll be sending them around for scouting and giving them to their allies. But at this moment, Itsu realized the problem, and he had an Overlord back home, so...
Oh, the cannon sees it, going straight for the Overlord. Now, it does see the DT here, he's got to pick that off. Man, that's a lot of Zealot leg speed with cannon support from Bonyth. This DT getting infinite value, just killing things. This is close. I don't think it's enough, though.
Havoc. No, it's not enough. We have a counter from Sziky. I'm not sure if it's enough, but somehow Bonyth managed to hold 2 versus 1 with the cannons and dragoons, and just not enough. He's targeting down the Overlord, so you know Bonyth is making more DTs.
Yeah, and this counter is creating havoc for Wave, microing on double fronts, and Sziky comes in out of nowhere. He's also on double fronts. Izu also on double fronts. This is mayhem everywhere. This is 2 versus 2, and this is why I love it.
You might start thinking that Bonyth needs to play in these tournaments with a handicap or something. That he needs to be banned from allying Sziky. That is some kind of cheat code, or yeah. It should be like a random selection. Whoever gets to ally Sziky or Bonyth, like you have to stick with them, like a lottery ticket or something.
Well, the way to do it is to put Koreans into the tournament, or for them to enter the Korean tournaments. That's really the way to solve that. Just to kind of see how they stack with the Koreans. But yeah, look at these numbers, just toe to toe. These guys are just so tough to beat. And ZP versus ZP, there's a GG.
GG. Yeah, like you mentioned, but to be fair, from when you're playing the She Battle scenery and when you're playing online, imagine VK and Scan versus Bonyth and Sziky. Do you think they take a game?
It would be close. I think it would be exciting to see. I don't know. I think it'd be tough. I think it'd be tough because the best Koreans and those guys against the best foreigners in Bonyth and Sziky here. And congratulations to them, by the way. That was an amazing series there. But yeah,
yeah, back-to-back winners in the BSL 2 vs 2 scene, and we just showed that Bonyth is a great 1 vs 1 player and 2 vs 2. And there's no coincidence that, Bonyth used to be in the Polish A team. So he knows how to carry the 2 vs 2 scene, and luckily for us, JIRAIYA, that he doesn't play 2 vs 2 too often.
That's
we
right.
have enough struggle with Scan.
Yeah, exactly. Bonyth doesn't play much on the ladders for 2 vs 2, but he wins all the tournaments for 2 vs 2. So thanks, Bonyth. Thanks. That's why I call him the Emperor. But it's not too bad when you have a top Zerg like Sziky as well. I played with Sziky. I'm sure you played with Sziky. Sziky's a very fine Zerg, but kudos to Izu and Wave, like, for really the toughest path to this grand finals was probably the path that they took, because it was the same path that Rancor and I wanted to take, and then that they got in our path and then took our path. But they definitely had a tough path to get here. They had to get through the champion contestants last season in TT1 and Kenzie in the lower bracket finals. So for them to take game 1 as they did on Sparkle, and then for every game after that to be close, they were right there, and they weren't right there last season as TT1 and Kenzie were. So definitely kudos to them. Big improvements by them, and really good tournament, Zero. Thanks as always for inviting me to come here and cast for it, and obviously as a player too, not just a fan, but as a player, these things are always fun to participate in and cast in as well. So thanks a lot, and really fun event.
Yeah, guys, I muted myself for a while. Thank you very much for doing this. This was a very long series, especially the game on Sparkle, so thank you for dedicating your time. A huge thanks to all of you guys. We had 32 participants. This was a second season. This is a season which was made thanks to the Esport Fund. We are still looking for sponsor for season 3. And so if there is someone who would like us to season 3, it's still available. I mean, I'm available for you guys to PM me. Congratulations to Bonyth and Sziky. I hope that see Mr. MadiNho next season. Maybe he will have a little bit of time. It's really good job.
I might have to play with the handicap as well, so I might ally JIRAIYA for the next season. So we just have to wait and see.
That would be nice. You need to bring Marvin back, JIRAIYA also. We have so many. So if you will start playing 2 vs 2, that's very, very enjoyable, especially if the matchmaking is working on Shield Battle. It's so funny to go and evening play a couple of games. So definitely check it out, Shield Battery.
Can I just kick in, JIRAIYA? Who do you think was this season's surprise team, and is it yourself, and why is it Rancor's fault? No, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously though. Who do you think is the biggest surprise of this tournament?
I think one of the biggest surprises, MadiNho and Marwin didn't get to participate this season. I think that was a big surprise because you guys were obviously a clear favorite. But you know, thoughts and prayers with Marwin over there in the Ukraine, and hopefully we get to see him, as Zero mentioned. But yeah, this season was fantastic. I mean, as a participant with Rancor, we suffered, the winners bracket getting eliminated early, and then go to the losers bracket and have to climb all the way back just to get shut down by Izu and Wave here. It was up and down kind of roller coaster, but that's what comes with tournament, StarCraft 2 versus 2. It's going to be a very up and down kind of thing. A lot of the things are very much like one-on-one, where it could be any given day where it's your day versus the other team's day. And I think in these finals, we've kind of seen that it was Izu and Wave's day against TT1 and Genzi, and then sort of the opposite of that in the grand. So, high level all throughout. I thought it was very impressive all throughout. It was a pleasure to cast in all of them all throughout. And as always with you, Mad, someone that I've been playing 2 vs 2 for a very long time. I think it wouldn't be too shabby, you and I partnering up for the next season. That's a handicap I would take as well. not just for you, but for me too, since you're my teammate in IRK, and we've had a little bit of success there.
Yeah, guys, that would be nice to see. So thank you very much, and get our sponsors over here. We will make the season 3 if we will find a sponsor. If not, maybe we will make some kind of course, but other things. But definitely involving 2 versus 2 was a good idea, and I'm very a part of this community. So thank you very much for doing it. I would like to only say to our Patreons. So huge thanks, of course, to the Esport Fund who sponsored this season, and huge thanks to all the Patreons, Bombastic Generals, Mr. Starlover, Mr. Nayok, and Mr. My Fleeting Dream. And with $100 a month, we have Mr. Striker, Mr. BelievingZero, Mr. VRF, and Mr. Hashed Fusey. $50 a month, $30 a month, we have Mr. Team, Mr. Cos, Mr. Tupocalypse, and Mr. Robert Good. And with $20 a month, we have Mr. Suikata, Mr. On My Way, Mr. Gordon Bradley, Mr. KJ Streaming Channel, Mr. Daniel Lopez, Mr. LML, Mr. Machine, Mr. Quark, Mr. Steven Robertson, Mr. Cat, Mr. Nicolescu Duvas, and Mr. MadiNho, all of the other supporters. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much, and thank you to the casters. So maybe they will say hi and welcome you in the professional English matter. And I will be in touch with you about the finals, Bonyth versus Ult.
All right. Well, thanks again, Zero. It was a pleasure, Mad, casting today. To if you're going to sleep or whatnot, but I'll probably be jumping on Chill Better a little bit. But thanks again to all the viewers, and definitely support Zero and BSL. If you like this format, you like 2 versus 2, definitely the place to show as much support as you can if you like any of 2 versus 2 stuff. So definitely support and continue to support if you have already. And thank you all the viewers as well.
Yeah, like you said, JIRAIYA, a big shout out to Zero, especially to Zero, who needs as much sleep as we do. And stay tuned, guys. There will be more action from the Bombastic team. And thank you to all the patrons, to all the supporters. And without Zero, this would not been possible. And yeah, just keep following, keep supporting, and maybe in 2024, when my map pack subscription buys out, who knows? Stay tuned, guys.